Okay, so in your sticking techniques, if your opponent comes to punch you and you redirect that punch, as long as the energy is coming towards you, you can redirect that for you. If somebody punches you and they're not actually trying to hit you, there's nothing to redirect. So if he's coming to punch me and I'm redirecting that energy, I can redirect it like I said. If I redirect this energy down, he has to punch across the top, and you're in this position here where you can trap him. If I redirect his energy up, when he comes to punch up, he has to punch downwards. So as long as you're in a position where you're here, in this position, you're actually, as soon as somebody punches, you're redirecting his own arm to cross him. In this position here. Each time, I can decide, what you're deciding is where the guy's going to punch you, because you're giving him the option. When he comes to punch here, he's punching down. If he comes to punch me and I redirect it down, he has to punch across the top. So as long as you're in a position to trap, or you can do it with one hand. So once I'm here, I'm crossing. Actually, I got his own hand trapped in this position, so I could hit him with my other hand. If I wanted to, I could just hit him with this hand and keep fighting him just using one hand. So when he comes to punch, I'm in this position, I'm leaving him to punch me this way. So it's, if I'm sticking downwards, he has to punch me this way. If he starts his punch with the other hand, the same thing. You redirect it. You don't let it stay like this. Watch this. His energy, I just want to follow the energy. He's coming to hit me. I let that hit go. I can let that hit go and redirect it right past me. If somebody's coming, I can let it go and redirect it. You can't stop it. You don't go like this and stop it. You have, once you get his energy going, you can make it go wherever you want it to go. So in doing this, when he comes, you're in this position here, he has to punch across his body in this position here. So I'm crossing him. I collected his hand on the back of my forearm. I have this hand in this position. So if I wanted to strike him or elbow him into his kidneys and strike him, it's all fine. So when you're doing these techniques, you're just redirecting. I'm making him punch me where I want him to. So when he punches, I bring this down, it means he has to come up. If we're here, he can punch inside here, so I have to come back here again. So you'd be into where we were on the first exercises that we were doing. When you're here, you can just hit him this way or hit him this way. As long as you keep leaving pressure on somebody, people resist it. After you practice for a while, you realize that the only thing that's trapping him is his own resistance. So if he learns to drop and let it go, then that's something that you develop in time. So when he comes to punch, I redirected him up so that I'm ready for this position here. And in this case here, what we've done is we put a stick behind our legs and make sure that the shortest person's arm can touch you on both shoulders. Once again, the sticks are behind us because we want to develop the ability that our bodies will move and redirect energy rather than having our bodies move out of the way. So if you want to develop the ability, when he's punching, that you're redirecting that energy that's coming at you. That the energy is coming and I'm redirecting it across his own arm. So your body has to move away from it in this position. And this is another trapping technique. It's utilizing the wrist. So there's a few traps that I throw in here just because they're natural progression of what we're doing. When the punch comes, let that punch go. It's still going. Look, you can't, if you oppose it, it's just going to stop and then the energy is going to go back and feed him to fight the next one. So make sure that goes. See, he had this energy here that was ready to throw this other punch, and I've stopped the energy. Don't stop the energy, let it expand past. If you learn to let the energy expand past, that is redirecting of that force, that punch that's coming. Because it's just like, if people don't understand it, it'd be like let's say you're hitting a heavy bag and you're hitting it really hard and you're locking your body behind it, and then somebody's holding on to the heavy bag and then they move it on you. So the idea is, in your mind and body connected, you adjust for resistance when you hit something. You know something has resistance. If you go to hit something and nothing's there, your body will go forward. Unless you're just planning on never hitting anybody with any energy that's going through. So the whole idea in these hand techniques is that when it comes to punch, you're letting that energy go. Once it goes to its point, that's when you redirect it. Like, he goes to the point where he's almost falling, and then I can redirect it. That is the exercise, that's the technique that you're trying to develop here. So when he comes to punch me, and he keeps punching me, I have to always be in a position that I'm moving away from his punches, crossing him from one to the other. Now see how it looks like, you can see that in the video, it looks like he's punching like this, and that's what makes, that's what I'm always reiterating, because people see that and think, nobody's punching like this. But if I'm not blocking him and he's punching me, he's punching and pulling back and forth. He's not doing this. That is all the redirection, which is the strategy and theory that we're trying to teach you techniques for using our hand techniques here.